All right, pick the glance family. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, and play responsibly. Welcome, 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 everyone, to the Pick at a Glance family. All right, this is what we have today. This is going to be another tutorial for the month of April. I'm going to go through each day, showing everybody how to do strategies three and strategies 2 and 3. Okay, and here at the Pick at a Glance, with a home of no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no root sums, no grids, no flips, no multiple different rundowns and workouts. For the simple fact, I took 22 numbers, did the 1-1-1-1 rundown on the 22 numbers, and with those 22 numbers, I had all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. That way you can track the actual 1,000 numbers on paper. PICK-3 is the only one that you can do like that on paper. PICK-4 is 10,000 numbers. You can't track them on paper. And PICK-5 is 100,000 numbers. PICK-3 has the best odds of playing and the best ones to really track and build a strategy and a skill set. And when you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, you know what's going on with the actual numbers for your state. Everything is in a very organized and numerical manner, where at a glance you can see what's going on with the numbers in your state from day to day and month to month and year to year. That's why you really don't have to just focus on the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the root sums, the grids, the flips, and the multiple different rundowns and workouts, because it's all included when you track all 1,000 numbers. And you're not doing any guessing of what's going on with the numbers. You know what's going on with the numbers. Here, you're looking for patterns. With the Pick at a Glance strategy, when you're tracking and working with the law average, you're looking for certain conditions on what's going on with the numbers to know what numbers to play and narrow down and when to place your bets. And you know exactly what's going on with those numbers. And when you miss a number, you know where to go and study to increase your chances of winning. And you have a complete understanding of what's going on with the 1,000 numbers. But here, all you have is theory of what might be going on with the 1,000 numbers, or what might happen with the 1,000 numbers. Now, the numbers are random. Even though those numbers are random, they have to work with the law average. No matter what kind of system the lottery uses, it still has to boil down to one thing: the law average. The numbers will have to rotate and change positions. And the way you know what's going on with them is by tracking the actual 1,000 numbers in your state. The Pick at a Glance strategy is relatively new. It's been 30 years that I introduced my strategy, because I had no way of knowing what was going on with the 1,000 numbers that made sense to me. I tracked and studied every book I could study. I followed every YouTube channel I could follow, and none of them really had a way to really track the 1,000 numbers that made sense to me. So I put together Pick-3 at a Glance. Okay, and I got 4 strategies for tracking the numbers. I have strategy number 1, strategy number 2, 3, and 4. With those 4 strategies, you track the actual number, you track the front, you track the single pairs, you track the single digits, and you track the front pair and the back pair of those 1,000 numbers. And that gives you all the information you need to make rational decisions on what numbers to play and how to narrow them down. Okay, now I did do a I did do a video. This is strategy number 1. I did a complete video, a 2-hour long video on how to track the 1,000 numbers on here. Okay, now I'm going to strategy number 2 and strategy number 3. And this is going to be how to track the single pairs and the single digits. And I'm going back to April, the first day in April, and I'm going to go step by step how you mark off the pairs and single digits. Okay? This is going to be a long video. So if you just coming on and you got things to do, you're probably going to need to, leave any comments in the chat, and I'll answer them in the chat. And when I upload, you can see your question more likely being answered. And if not, you can leave them in the comments section of the upload. Okay? So this is strategy number 2. This is called the single pairs. You see here this triangle? Did you know that it's 2,710 pairs of those 1,000 numbers? I condensed it down to a triangle where you can track all the pairs that come in for each month and know exactly what pairs did not fall on what day or what month for the whole month. Same thing here. This strategy number 3, I did this to find out what position those numbers for the month fell in and did not fall in. So this is basically what we're going to be doing today for the whole month of April. Okay? For the whole month of April. Now, oh man, my feet kicked it. Make sure you can see my foot kicked the tripod. You know, that happens. Okay? Especially with my eyesight. Bear with me, I had eye surgery, so I'm still recovering from the eye surgery. And I might be going a little slower than I normally go. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with the first day of April. We had in Illinois, this is going to be Illinois evening draw. All right. Try to get myself organized here because it's been a while since I've did the tripod and did all that I'm doing here. Okay. And I'm going to try to make the best of it. Let's see. This is April, Illinois evening draw. These are the numbers. Okay, I don't know. Hold on a minute here. Let's see. I don't know why this thing is still up here. For me, it usually clears out. I don't know why it's on here. But the first day of April was the 881, okay? We're going to go to the pairs. The 881 got 2 like numbers, okay? Only 2 different numbers, so you're going to only have 2. Okay, you're going to have, you're going to only have 2 different pairs to mark off here on the triangle, all right? And that's going to be the 18 and the 88 for doubles. Okay? You're going to mark off the 18 and you're going to mark off the 88. That's for that day. And you're going to mark off what positions it failed in. It was 881. So you're going to mark off on strategy number 3. You're going to mark off the 8-8, the 8 on the front, 8 in the middle, 1 in the end. So the objective here is to find out what's left at the end of the month to carry over into May. All right, to help you build your bucket list of numbers and your strategy. Okay, now, same here. The next number is 309, and that 309 fell on the second. You got 3 separate numbers, so you're going to have 3 pairs to mark off. And it's going to be, the 03, the 09, and it's going to be the 39. 39. See that? Fairly simple. And you want to know what positions everything fell in? So it's 309, the 3 on the front you're marking off. 3 on the front you're marking off. The O in the middle. And the 1 on the end. I'm sorry, the 9 on the end. 309. Yeah, the 9 on the end. See how you can tell what positions the numbers fell in. Next number, 512. 3 different numbers, so you're going to have 3 pairs. And that's going to be, on those 3 pairs, look at that. It's going to be the 12, which is right here. I don't know. Let's see if I can clear that up. The 12, the 15, and the 25. And the 25. See how I'm doing this? And you're going to have the 512. Going to mark off the 5 on the front. The 1 in the middle. And the 2 on the end. Okay? Next one, you got 2 different numbers. So that's the 992, right? So 992, you only got 2 different numbers. So as a double, you're going to mark off the 99, the 99, and you're going to mark off the 29. See, 29. See that? Simple. The 871, you got 3 different numbers, so you're going to have 3 pairs to mark off. Okay? You're going to have the 17. Let's see. You're going to have the 17. The 18 already being marked off, so you don't worry about it. And you're going to have the 78 to mark off. 78. See that? All at a glance. Now you got it's 871. You're going to mark off the 8 on the front, 7 in the middle, 1 on the end. Okay? next one is going to be 285. 3 different numbers. So you're going to have 3 different pairs to mark off. 285. So keep up with me now here. 25. You have 25 that already came in. You're going to have the 28. You're going to mark off first time it hit. And you're going to have the 58 to mark off. 58. See, first time it hit. See that? And your 285. You're going to mark it off right here. Your 2. Your 8 already came. 5, first time it hit on the end down there. Right there. See that? Next number, 107, 3 separate numbers. So you're going to have 107. You're going to mark off the 01, the 07, and the 17 already comes, so you're good with that one. All right, and you're going to mark off the positions that the numbers were in, fell in. You're going to mark off the 1 on the front, first time. 0 in the middle, already came. 7 on the end, first time for the month. Next number, 916. 3 different numbers. So you're going to have 3 pairs to mark off. You're going to have, see how these numbers catch up with itself working with the law of average? You're going to have the 16, the 17 already came. That's right. Wait a minute. No, not 17. 916. Okay. The 19. 916, excuse me. 916, you're going to have the 16 and the 19. First time it came in. And you're going to have 69. 69. First time it came in. See that? Mark it off. And you're going to have the 916, right? Yep, you're going to mark the 9 on the front, first time. 9 on the front at a glance. And the 6, the 1 in the middle, and the 6 on the end. See how you're marking them off? Then the next number is going to be the 416. 3 different numbers again. 416. You're going to have the 14. The 14. The 16, they came already. And the 46. 46. Right here. And again, you're going to mark off the 416 on 3. You're going to mark off the 4 front, the 1 in the middle again, and the 6 on the end. See how it gives you a picture of what's going on with the numbers? Next number is 566. 2 separate, just 2 different numbers. So you're going to have 2 pairs. Okay. You're going to mark off the 66. Going to mark off the 66. And you're going to mark off the 56 that hasn't failed. Okay. The next number, oh, and we got to mark off 3. 566 again. 5 on the front. 6 in the middle. First time it hit. 66 already hit on the end, okay? You can check that off as many times as you want, but once it's good enough. You just want to be aware that you marked it off, that's all. You know, you don't have to mark it every time, but if it's already marked, you know, you don't need to mark it again. I'm just doing this to kind of give you an idea, okay? Let me do something here in a minute. I'm gonna have to get out. It's getting warm up in here. I got a jacket on. I gotta get out this jacket. So give me a minute here. I'll be right. Woo. And I'm standing up doing this. So. Okay. 566. Okay, we did 566. Then we get on the 4, 1, 1, 2 separate numbers. So we're gonna do the 11, and we're doing the 14. All right, for the pair, 11 and the 14, and then it's 411. So we're gonna mark the 4 off on the front, the 1 in the middle, and the 1 on the end that came already. Okay. Next one is the 931. 3 separate numbers, so you're gonna be looking for 3 pairs. All right. So you're gonna see it's gonna be the 13. First time it hit. And you're gonna see the 19 already hit, right? And the next number is going to be what? The 39 that already hit, right? So you can check it off or just leave it that you know it's already marked off. And you want to mark off the 9 on the front for strategy number 3. And the 3 in the middle, see, first time it hit. See how law averages work catching up? And the 1 on the end that hit already. It's showing you what the numbers are doing. You're not guessing what these numbers are doing with the tic-tac-toe, date, sum, grids, flips, mirrors, all those most of different strategies and workouts. You see what's actually going on with the numbers. And you can build your strategy and your skill set while you're looking at what the numbers are actually doing. And when you go back and look at the sheet, you can study the sheet. Okay? And build your skill set. Next number, 909. Double. Only 2 different numbers. You're going to have 2 pairs on strategy 2. Okay, so here we have it. You have the 09 that came already, right? And we have the 99 that came already, right? And then you're going to have that strategy 2. Strategy number 3. You have your 9 already came. Your 0 already came, and your 9 came on the end. All right. See how you can see what's going on? Next number, 765. 765. You got 3 different numbers right there. So you're going to have 3 pairs. You're going to have, you already did the 56. Now we're going to have the 57 that just came, just hit. And you're going to have the 67. See that? That's strategy number 2 with the single pairs. And here, the next, you're going to have strategy 3, 7, 6, 5, just the way it fell. Okay. 7 in the front. See, that's the first time 7 hit. See how you can see what's going on? 7, 6, 5. All right. Now your next number. See how you can see what's going on? 7, 6, 5. Your next number is 164. 164, okay? So you see up there where that 416 came already, so you know that those are already marked off because that 416 came, right? But it just came another way. You know, that's one of the 6 ways that 416 could come. It just repeated, but in a different order. Okay, see how you start looking and seeing what's happened more strategically? Okay, so you know that came again, but you would mark it, you would, make mental note of it, I would guess. You'd have the 14, the 16, and the 46, which you know is already marked off. But then they come in a different way, so strategy 3, which remind you the way it came. So there's 1 on the front, it hit, the 6 in the middle, and see that 4 on the end? It hit. Okay, see how you can build a mental picture of what's going on and memorize things easier than using patterns. Okay, next number, 265. So 3 different numbers. You're going to have the 25 that's marked off already. You're going to mark off the 26. And you're going to mark off, well, the 56 already been marked off. So you can mark off the 2 on the front on strategy number 3, 2, and then the 6 in the middle, the 5 on the end. You can see they already came. Now you want to start looking at what ain't came yet. So you see what I'm saying? Now, 523, 3 different numbers, 3 different pairs, 523. You got the 25 marked off. The 25 came, you're going to mark off the 23 right here. It's faded out a little bit. You'll circle the 23. And you're going to mark off the 35. Let's see if the 35 first time it hit for the month. See how working with the law of average, how these things catch up, how these numbers catch up with themselves that haven't played. That's why I say working with the law of average. It tells you what's going on. 5 on the front, 2 in the middle. First time that 2 hit in the middle all month, okay. And the first time that 3 hit in on the end. Okay, see that? See how it's catching up? 18. Let's see, where we at? 250. Let me see. My eyes. Oh, see that 250? That's 3 different numbers. So you're gonna have 3 different pairs to mark off. You're going to have the first time it came in off, the 05, first time it came in, and the 25 already came in for the month. See that? Here, on strategy 3. You're going to do the mark off the 2 on the front, already came. 5, first time it hit for the month. And the 0, first time it hit on the end for the month. See that? 699, the next number. 699. You know, one minute. What's up, baby boy? Excuse me, $6.99. All righty. So we're gonna mark off.
Wake you up, dude.
No, I'm doing it live.
Oh, okay.
$6.99. Okay. So we're gonna do two separate numbers. We're doing the 69, which already failed, right? And the 99. Okay. And here again, on strategy number 3, we're doing the 6 on, see, that's the first time that 6 hit in the middle, right? I mean, on the front. And then first time the 9 hit in the middle. And then you know the 9 came on the end. All right. Oh, 17, 19, 20. Next number, 595. 595. Okay. Now, so that's two separate numbers. So you're gonna have two pairs to mark off. You're gonna have the 55. First time it hit. And the 59. First time it hit. See how you can see and track everything? And the 5 on the front came already. The 9 in the middle came already. And the 5 on the end came already. Okay? Now, next number, 161. Okay? The pair, two different numbers. We already hit the 11 pair for the month and the 16. Okay? And you're going to mark it off on 3, see what you hit. You had the 1 on the front, 6 in the middle, 1 on the end. That's covered, okay? Now, okay. Next number, a double, two separate numbers. It's the 494. You see it? 494. All right. First time for the 44 to come out, double. And that 49 came out. See how it narrows everything down for you in an organized manner? And then we're going to do the 494. 4 and 9 and 4. Didn't hit already. 494 hit already. Okay, 494. The next one is 800. All right. So we're going to, that's a double, only 2 like numbers. So we're going to mark off the 00. All right. First time it came. And the first time the 08 fell. See there? Then we go over here. That's strategy number 2 for the single pairs. Then we go over here to mark off what position it fell in. We're going to mark off the 8. It fell already. And the 00, the 0 in the middle, and the 0 on the end. Okay? And then we come back over here. At 309, you see it's a repeat because it fell on the second. It's 309. All right. Now, so you know that it failed already, and that's three separate numbers. So you know the '03 is marked off. You know the '09 is marked off. And you know the 39 is marked off. So you got a mental note of that. So you know it's going to be covered on strategy number 3 the same way. 309. Okay. Next number. 822. 822. All right. So just again, doubles. So 822, you're going to have two pairs to mark off. So you're going to mark off the 22, first time it failed for the whole month. And the 28. See, it failed already. Now go to strategy number 3. And you're going to mark off the 822. You'll mark off the 8, already came. And the 2 in the middle and the 2 on the end came. Next number. Okay. Next number is the 394. 3 separate numbers. So you're going to have 3 pairs to mark off, right? Right. 394. Okay, you see here? You're going to have strategy number 2. You're going to see that you're going to have the 34 mark off. First time it came for the month. See that? 34 for the month. You're going to have 39 already came. And the 49 already came. See that? And then you do 394. You have the 3 fail. The 9 already came. And the 4 already hit on the end. See that? Then our next one, 707. 707, okay? So you're going to mark off, there's only 2 separate numbers, so you're going to mark off the double. So you got this double 7s, first time they came out for the month. Okay? And the 07, you see it already came out. And then here, we're going to do the 7. Okay, you got the 7 here. Came. The O came in the middle. And the 7 didn't hit on the end already here. Next number. 711. So it's 2 pairs. That's a double. So you're going to have 2 pairs. So you're going to mark off the 17 that already hit. And 11 already hit. See how you know what's going on with the numbers? And then you have 711. You have the 7 and the 11 already hit. And 315. 315. 3 different numbers. You're going to have the 13, the 15, and the 35. The 35 came already. Okay? Now, and the last number, 598. 598. So you got 3 separate numbers again, so you got 3 separate pairs. You're going to have the 59, the 58, let's see, 59, the 58, and the 89. See how the 89 just hitting for the whole month? 598, right there. Okay. So, now, this is where you start building your strategy and your skill set. Every number that did not get marked off at a glance, you know what numbers didn't fall this month to carry over into the next month. To look at what numbers you would play or how you would play if you didn't build your bucket list of numbers to play. Okay, so everybody knows that I've been playing the 500 and 055 and the 05 pair. Because the 500 and the 50 didn't fall on the front and 50 didn't fall on the back. I'm still playing. That's part of my everyday carry. See, at my everyday carries, I don't jump on and off my everyday carries. Because if I'm going to play, I'm going to make sure I'm playing what I know why I'm playing them. Because all the other strategies, you're looking to see trying to figure out what's coming the next day. There's nothing out there telling us what's coming the next day. Numbers don't bring numbers. Certain days don't bring numbers. Numbers don't travel. The only thing these numbers do, they're random, and the only way they can work is by law average. See how the numbers was catching up with the averages? Now, next month, I'm figuring that the 33 gonna come. Now, I got my eye on it. Say this, I know this 33 didn't hit for the whole month, and I got my eye on it. I said I'm gonna play it next month if it don't hit at all. That's 60 days. Any number don't play in 60 days, I'm looking at when I win to put it into my bucket list to play. And I already know what in 3 I'm going to play. I'm going to play that 339 and the 993. Because they didn't fall any time last year. See, I build my bucket list continuously from year to year. And I already hit this month doing the same thing. I hit the 81. I hit the 559. I knew why I was playing it. I hit the 250, and if you go to my channel, I show where Illinois Lottery sent me an email, because in Illinois I play online, so I don't buy paper tickets, but they send me an email saying that I've won, and I'll show you where I won these on these days. And that's why I say my average hit is 3 times to 4 times a month, and the good one is 5 times a month. I don't be bouncing off trying to hit every day, because I don't know what's going on and what's going on with these numbers every day until I have tracked them like this to have a reason to why I would play any number. If I don't know why I'm playing the numbers, I don't play them. And I don't jump on and off all these numbers, because these numbers here is telling me what to do. I ain't guessing what to do. I ain't guessing what pair ain't failed or how to figure out a pair, or finding a method to figure a pair out when I'm looking at a pair. Well, this here is very new. Nobody has anything that was tracking these 2,710 pairs like I got. You ain't gonna find it nowhere, because I came up with it. You just ain't gonna find it. On paper, nothing you can do on paper like this. And I've looked at all the books. Looked at all of, like I say, I lost a lot. And I had to figure out a better way. But see now, you say, well, now you see how all these pairs hit? This is kind of unusual for all these many pairs to hit in 1 month. Doubles, I mean. And if a triple had to fail, you would just mark off a 00 or a 11 or 22 if for the triple, to let you know that that triple failed for that bunt. See what I'm saying? You already know that the 478 ain't failed. So if you playing numbers, I got your bucket list, and you playing with 478, you know what to do with it. Your number could be 478, like that, because you know the 47 and the 48 haven't played, or 367. It's gonna be your strategy. It's gonna be your call. Because like I say, I'm going to put up numbers probably today, this evening, of what I'm going to play into May, for May. But don't go off of what I'm playing. Look at what you playing, okay? Look at what you see. Because you might see something I totally missed. Your strategy might be totally different from what I did as you looking at these numbers and tracking them. Okay? Because see, right now, for the month of April, the 33 didn't play. Okay? 33 is the only one that didn't play. I ain't seen that before. You'll be surprised what you're going to see and learn with these numbers when you actually tracking them. You can't, patterns don't show you how to track no numbers. You ain't gonna see this tracking no patterns with no patterns. No pattern. I don't care what pattern they use. Ain't gonna tell you what this just told you. Guaranteed. Especially with the pairs. 27 didn't play. Pair. 04 pair didn't play. And that's what I do. So what I do, when I make my next sheet out like this, I underline, you can highlight whatever method you use. I usually underline what didn't play. So I got my eye on next month what numbers didn't play to know how to use them. See here, there's 36, there's 37, there's 38. See there? That didn't play with the 33. If I was gonna play this double three, I would definitely play 336, 337, 338. Likelihood of it coming in is greater. Gives me an edge. I'm not guessing. What else we missing? The 68 didn't hit, right? Yeah. No, 68, 79 didn't hit. Yeah. But really what I'm looking at, the 24 right here didn't hit. So you got your eye on everything. Just like here, you got your eye. You know that the 0 didn't hit for the month on the front. You know the 4 didn't hit in the middle for the whole month. So if I play in front pair, back pair, if I want to play a pair, the pair I would play, if I'm going to carry it every day, would be the 04 front pair. See, the O didn't fall on the front, and the 4 didn't fall in the middle. See that? And then another thing you want to look at, let's see, on here is pretty, 04. Seven, 2. You want to look at, let's see, 4, 5. Yes, everything hit here. I was looking to see if it was a pair and its opposite pair didn't play, but it looked like this month, and they didn't do that to give you something to look at. But you look also, you want to, you're not looking for patterns, you're looking for the numbers conditioning to be right to play. You're looking for, see, all these pairs have their opposites with them. Like, okay, see this 00, the opposite pair is the 5, 5. The 11, opposite pair is 6, 6. The 2, 2, the opposite pair is 7, 7. The 3, 3, the opposite pair is 8, 8. The 4, 4, the opposite pair is 9, 9. They call it mirror, but I got away from mirrors because everybody got that all screwed up. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm going with the opposite, the actual opposite of the 1,000 numbers. I call them the opposite. I don't call them sister numbers. I don't call them mirrors. I call them the actual opposite. 0, 0 is the actual opposite pair to the 5, 5. Okay? The opposite, the actual opposite. The opposite pair to this 01 would be 5, 6, 5, 6. And the 12, the opposite pair would be 6, 7. See there? So if say, like when I hit the 4044 and the 99, this 44 and 99 hadn't failed for 3 months. This 44 and 99 hadn't failed for 3 months. Working with the law of average, I knew one of the two pairs had to fall. I hit the 044 and the 999s came right behind it and hit them both. See it? Or if you see the same thing, conditioning. If you see this 3, 3 and this 8-8 ain't failed in 90 days together, then you be looking to hop on that. And it can happen, especially on doubles. 90 days, 120 days. If you see the 15 and the 06 didn't fall together, you would be looking at how to play those. You build your strategy and your skill set because now you know what you're working with. You're working with numbers and their opposites. You're not guessing what pairs ain't failed. You know what pairs ain't failed and how to use them to your advantage and get an edge on winning and getting the winner circle. You're not guessing. No guess. No method. No patterns to look for. You're looking for conditioning. Just like the weatherman can see certain conditions to tell you that a tornado is coming. This is the same thing. You're looking for what conditioning is going on with the numbers to know what's the best numbers to play. Because things are going to be happening where the numbers are lined up as you're tracking. Like I say, if I'm playing the front pair, I'm going to give you an example. If I'm playing 400, let's say, if I'm playing, I'm going to say 4. If I'm playing 4-0, and that's my daily carry number, now I'm definitely going to carry it as 044. You know why? I know this 0 and this 4 ain't failed in the front. So I would definitely play that 044 along with this 400 if I'm playing this straight box, and I'll play this 50 straight. Because the likelihood of it, that 04 coming like that would be great. Because I know that the 04 didn't fall on the front for a whole month. And that would be the one I would be looking at. And and then you see here too, that the 04 itself didn't even fall as a pair at all. See that? So if I'm playing 400, that'd be definitely the one I'd be playing. Or willing it, that 04 pair all the way down. And when I say willing it, if I know that 04 ain't failed, and I know that 400 is my daily carry number, I'm going to wheel it like this. Okay, I'm going to wheel it just like this. I'm going to do the O. I'm going to do the O, 4, O, O. Let me get over here where you can see. 04, 041, 042, 043, all the way down to 049. All the way down to 049. Let me do this here. All the way down to 049. Okay? Hope y'all can make this chicken stretch out. I'm trying to hold the phone and write too. All the way down to 049. And I know 044 is my number. I load up on 044 pretty much. Oh, bet a little heavy. I ain't gonna say. It depends on your budget. And then play these 50 bucks. And say one of these 50 bucks come in, but my 044 didn't come in. I'll take that money that I hit off running this line here and invest right back into my 044. Or my 440, however I was playing it first too. Like that. That's what I do. This is how you build a strategy and a skill set. This is how you build a strategy and a skill set. You're looking for certain conditioning, especially on the doubles. If you see, like I said, this 0-0 and this 5-5 ain't came in for 3 months or 4 months. Those are the doubles you would be looking at playing instead of trying to play all these doubles and trying to see what doubles come the next day. Because you already know what doubles ain't came. And then you get acclimated to how the law average works. Like last month or last year, toward the end of the year, I realized that the A8 hadn't fell on the front and the back, but no time for the whole month of January. Just fell. The A8 never fell at all on the front, and it played two A8 on the back in January, and no A8 fell at all for the month, for the whole year. And so what I did, I did the eights. I did well on those eights, and I knew by the law average that the likelihood of those eights coming in wasn't going to be that great. But I had to carry them because the law average had already fell on triples. The triples had failed. The 5, 6, 7, and the 9s failed. I told you I caught the 9s though. But I knew for an 8 to come would be slim and none, and it didn't show up. And I think what the Illinois is doing is got a whole lot of doubles playing, so people will get on all the triples and burn their money up on triples and might not show a triple all year. I seen them do that. I seen them do that. They'll throw a whole bunch of triples and doubles and get everybody thinking a triple is coming, and triples don't even come. They did that in Missouri in 2023. Threw out a whole bunch of doubles and no triple. Only triple came out was triple zeros on evening draw, which I was tracking at that time. That's how they'll do you. But if you're tracking it, you can see it. You'll know what's going on. Instead of looking for patterns, you're looking for conditions or what those numbers are lining up and telling you. Just like I said, that 04 on the front ain't fail. If I'm playing 044 or 440, I know what position to put my numbers in. You're going to always know what positions to put your numbers in that you're playing. All right. Glad to see you. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Renee. Hey, how you doing, Husna? Glad to have you with me. Oh, there's storm again. We're getting this weather. Any questions, anybody? I know that was a little some work, but a lot of people going to need that down the line as I'm instructing people. I'll send them to this video, and then they can look at it. Then I can work with them. All righty. Thank you. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, any questions? I mean, we're not looking for patterns. We're looking for conditions, how the numbers line up and what conditions the numbers are going to be in for us to place our bet. And you're going to see it. You'll see it. You ain't going to be able to play them all now. Don't burn your money up playing them. OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget. Just, study them more than you play somewhat, but some going to stick out and you know to get on it. These numbers ain't going nowhere. Believe me, it's going to be easier for you to catch them than to burn all your money up trying to figure out what's coming the next day. Yeah, that's correct. 3, 3, and 4, 4. Okay, front pair, back pair. All right, Teresa. Okay, Hushner. All right. Thank you. Yeah, 1-6. Look for the opposite of those on pair. Yeah. But I'm gonna put up some numbers tonight for what I'm looking at for Illinois evening. You know, everybody know I do evening. I only track midday once a year, and that's at the end of the year to see what numbers are kind of left to play and possibly what pairs. Front pair and back pair mostly. I don't try to do single pairs toward the end of the year on a full year. I just want to see what the front pair and back pair ain't feel and possibly what number ain't feel for the year and its opposites ain't feel. And that's how I build my bucket list if I'm going to play for midday to see what's open. All right, family, I'm going to get ready and go. Thank everybody for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. So like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to lucky down. And tracking is king.